Come to me. Yes, you. I am speaking directly to your heart right now. I ask you to pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and let the noise of the world outside fade away. I know exactly who is listening to my voice. I see you. I see the silver in your hair, the lines upon your face, and the beautiful, complex map of a long life lived, etched into your very being. I see the tiredness in your eyes, the quiet aches in your body, and most importantly, the heavy burdens you have been carrying in your soul for decades. You have walked a very long road to get to this precise moment, and I want you to know that I have walked every single step of that journey right beside you. You are not listening to this by accident. You are here because you are my chosen one, and I have called you to this moment of rest. I know the specific anxieties that visit you when the house is quiet and the night is long. I know the doubts that whisper in the twilight of your years. Society often looks at the passage of time as a loss, and perhaps you have absorbed that heavy lie. You look in the mirror and wonder where the fleeting days went. You wonder if you did enough, if you loved enough, if you made the right choices when you were younger. The weight of hindsight can be a crushing burden. You carry the secret guilt of mistakes made long ago, the sharp sting of words you wish you could take back, and the silent grief over dreams that did not unfold the way you had meticulously planned. My beloved child, hear me clearly. I am not here to weigh your past. I am here to validate your pain and to lift that crushing guilt from your weary shoulders forever. You have spent a lifetime carrying the weight of others. You have been a provider, a protector, a caregiver, a silent warrior in the face of countless invisible battles. I saw the tears you hid from your children so they would not be afraid. I saw the meals you skipped, the sleep you sacrificed, and the quiet prayers you whispered into the dark when you felt entirely alone. The world may not have given you a medal for your endurance, but I have recorded every single act of love and every moment of your quiet suffering in the book of heaven. You feel exhausted because you have been running a marathon that never seemed to have a finish line. It is entirely okay to feel tired. It is okay to admit that the journey has been incredibly hard. Do not let the enemy convince you that your current aches, your fading energy, or your moments of forgetfulness are signs of weakness or abandonment. They are simply the physical markers of a soul that has bravely weathered the storms of a fallen world. You have survived heartbreaks that would have shattered others. You have endured losses that left gaping holes in your heart. Yet you continued to wake up, continue to serve, and continue to try. That is not weakness. That is a profound, miraculous strength that only comes from my spirit dwelling within you. The guilt you feel about the past, the what-ifs and if-onlys, is a heavy chain you were never meant to drag into this sacred season of your life. I have already forgiven you for the things you still cannot forgive yourself for. The cross was enough. My blood was enough. Your ledger is entirely clean. I want you to stop punishing yourself for not being perfect. You were never called to be perfect. You were called to be mine, and you are. You belong to me. As you navigate these older years, facing the uncertainties of health, finances, and the changing landscape of your family, I am wrapping my arms around you. I am the God of your youth, but I am equally the God of your golden years. Your pain is real. Your exhaustion is valid, but your guilt is finished. Let it go. Lay it down at my feet right now. Let us look softly at how the burden became so incredibly heavy. Life on this earth moves with a breathtaking, almost ruthless speed. You blinked, and the seasons shifted. You blinked, and the children were grown. You blinked, and the world transformed into something loud, chaotic, and deeply unfamiliar. In the rush to survive, to pay the bills, to build a home, and to protect the ones you love, you had to build walls. It was not out of malice, but out of necessity. You built fortresses around your heart to keep the pain out, to stay focused, and to keep moving forward when you felt like collapsing. But over the decades, those walls of protection became walls of isolation. The endless worries of the world seeped in, and slowly, imperceptibly, robbed you of your deep, abiding peace. You became so accustomed to fighting the battles of life that your spirit forgot how to rest. The anxiety of tomorrow blinded you to the grace of today. But even in the midst of this overwhelming noise, something beautiful and miraculous was happening within you. Through the trials, the tears, and the unrelenting passage of time, I was secretly cultivating within you the 10 spiritual gifts that only my truly chosen ones receive. These are not loud, flashy gifts that the world applauds. They are the deep, quiet treasures of a tested soul. First, I have given you the gift of deep wisdom, a knowing that only comes from surviving the valleys. Second, the gift of boundless empathy. Because you have suffered, your heart now bleeds with genuine compassion for the pain of others. Third, the gift of silent intercession. Your prayers have become a powerful, invisible shield for your family. Fourth, the gift of holy detachment. You are slowly realizing that the material things of this world are dust, and only love remains. Fifth, the gift of spiritual discernment. Your eyes can now see past the lies of society and recognize the eternal truths. Sixth, you carry the gift of resilient faith, a faith that is no longer naive, but deeply rooted like an ancient oak tree that has survived 100 storms. Seventh, the gift of gentle patience, knowing that my timing is always perfect. Eighth, the gift of a softened heart. Though the world tried to harden you, I kept your spirit tender. Ninth, the gift of quiet strength. You no longer need to roar to show your power. Your quiet endurance is your greatest testimony. And 10th, the gift of eternal perspective, the deep, quiet assurance that this world is not your final home. These 10 gifts are the beautiful, golden harvest of your long journey. You did not realize you were gathering them while you were busy surviving. The world told you that you were just getting older, but I tell you that you have been ripening. You have been maturing in grace. The burden you feel now is the friction between the frantic pace the world still demands and the slow, deep rhythm of the Spirit calling you to rest. You are exhausted because you are still trying to carry the responsibilities of the harvest, while I am calling you to sit by the fire and enjoy the fruits of your labor. The world demands production, but I desire your presence. The worries about your health, your children's futures, and your finances are heavy stones. You have carried them long enough. I am offering you a profound, loving solution anchored in reality. Give me the heavy lifting. You have earned the right to step back and let me fight the battles you no longer have the strength to fight. Now is the moment for a divine shift in your perspective. I am bringing the turn of grace into your life. You may look at the calendar and think your time is running out, but my grace does not operate on a human clock. In my kingdom, 1,000 years is as a day, and a day is as 1,000 years. It is never, ever too late for me. Do not believe the lie that your best years, your most impactful years, are behind you. The time that remains for you on this earth, no matter how long or short it may be, is fully sufficient for redemption, for deep joy, and for experiencing my perfect peace. Your greatest work is no longer physical labor, it is spiritual authority. Remember the story in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 4, when I was in the boat with my disciples. A great windstorm arose, and the waves were crashing into the boat, so that it was already filling with water. The disciples were terrified, completely consumed by the anxiety of their impending doom. But I was in the stern, asleep on the cushion. They woke me and said, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" And I awoke, rebuked the wind, and said to the sea, "Peace, be still." And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. My chosen one, the storms of old age, the fears of illness, the dread of loneliness, and the anxieties of the unknown are like those crashing waves. They feel overwhelming. You feel like the boat of your life is taking on water, and you are going to sink. But I am right here in the boat with you. I have not abandoned you to the storm. I am standing up in the center of your heart right now, speaking to the raging winds of your anxiety and the deep waters of your fear. I am speaking directly to your situation. Peace, be still. I command the anxiety to leave your mind. I command the heaviness to lift from your chest. You are a chosen vessel of God. You are deeply loved, fiercely guarded, undeniably strong, and infinitely protected by my heavenly hosts. Your prayers from your living room chair shake the very foundations of hell. Your quiet faith is a blazing beacon of light in a dark generation. You are not a forgotten relic of the past. You are a vital, treasured pillar of my kingdom. The world may overlook you, but heaven gives you a standing ovation. I want you to breathe in my peace right now. Let it fill your lungs. Let it calm your racing heart. Let it soothe your tired joints. You do not have to figure out tomorrow. You do not have to carry the weight of your family's salvation on your own shoulders. I am the Savior, and you are my beloved child. Your only task now is to trust me, to lean back into my embrace, and to let me love you completely. I will carry you until your hair is white. I will sustain you until your very last breath, and then I will gently carry you home. Walk with me every single day in this new freedom. Let us journey together through these golden years, turning your fears into faith and your burdens into blessings. I am inviting you to make a physical declaration of this spiritual release today. Leave your burden in the comments below. Type, "I receive your peace, Lord." Let those words be a seal upon your heart. And please, subscribe to this channel so I can continue to speak life, healing, and deep comfort into your soul every single day. We are walking this road together now, and you will never, ever be alone again.